Good morning. It's July 30th, and this is your daily brief in science. Here's everything you need to know. The FDA has recently approved a new blood test named SHIELD, aimed at screening for colorectal cancer in individuals aged 45 and older who are at average risk. Developed by Guardant Health, this test offers a less invasive alternative to traditional colonoscopies, making it easier for patients compared to fecal sample tests. The primary objective of the SHIELD test is to enhance screening rates for colorectal cancer, which can now be conducted conveniently during routine doctor visits. Colorectal cancer is a significant health concern, currently ranked as the second highest cause of cancer deaths in the U.S., with an estimated 53,000 deaths anticipated this year. Current guidelines recommend that screenings begin at age 45, yet less than 60% of eligible individuals are actually screened. This statistic highlights a critical gap in early detection, which experts believe could be bridged by increasing screening rates, as many colorectal cancer deaths are preventable through regular screening. Challenges in compliance often arise from personal responsibilities and the perceived inconvenience associated with colonoscopy preparation. The SHIELD test is designed to address these issues, with recommendations for patients to undergo the test every 3 years. While the SHIELD test demonstrates an 83% sensitivity in detecting colorectal cancer, it does have limitations, including a 10% false positive rate and lower sensitivity for advanced precancerous polyps. Health professionals advise that positive results from the SHIELD test should be confirmed with a follow-up colonoscopy for accurate diagnosis. Despite these limitations, the approval of the SHIELD test is viewed as a potential catalyst for improving screening rates among individuals hesitant about traditional methods. Reflecting investor confidence in this new approach, Guardant Health's shares have risen by 25% this year. Recent research has unveiled a troubling connection between the loss of a loved one and accelerated biological aging. This study, involving nearly 4,000 participants, found that almost 40% experienced at least one significant loss during adulthood, with parental loss being particularly prevalent. Notably, those who endured 2 or more losses exhibited significantly older biological ages, suggesting that multiple bereavements can have a more severe impact than a single loss. The implications of this research extend beyond immediate grief, highlighting the long-term health effects associated with such losses, especially those experienced during childhood and early adulthood. Lead author Dr. Alison Aiello pointed out that the death of a close individual is a major stressor linked to various health issues, including declines in mental health and increased mortality risk. The study also revealed disparities among different demographics, with Black and Hispanic participants reporting higher rates of loss compared to their white counterparts, at 57% and 41% respectively. Co-authors of the study emphasized the necessity for further research to fully understand how loss affects health, and to advocate for resources that can assist individuals in coping with grief. Additionally, this research aligns with separate findings on diet, where women consuming a nutrient-rich diet had younger biological ages, while high intake of added sugars was linked to increased biological age. The findings were published in JAMA Network Open, enhancing our understanding of health disparities related to loss and underscoring the importance of effective coping strategies. The data for this study was sourced from the National Longitudinal Study of Adolescent to Adult Health, which has been tracking participants since the mid-1990s. A recent study published in BMC Medicine has drawn attention by suggesting that an 8-week vegan diet can significantly lower biological age estimates based on DNA methylation levels. This research utilized a unique approach by involving 21 pairs of adult identical twins, where one twin adhered to a vegan diet while the other maintained an omnivorous diet, allowing for a direct comparison of dietary impacts. The participants were primarily women, averaging 40 years old with a body mass index of 26 kilograms per square meter. They followed the respective diets for 8 weeks, beginning with meals prepared by researchers before transitioning to self-prepared meals. The results showed that those on the vegan diet experienced notable reductions in biological age and improvements across various health markers, including heart, hormone, liver, inflammatory, and metabolic system ages. Additionally, participants on the vegan diet lost an average of 4.4 pounds more than those on the omnivorous diet, likely due to a reduction of 200 calories consumed in the first 4 weeks. The decreases in biological age were assessed through DNA methylation levels, which are recognized as markers for biological aging. The study also observed changes in immune cell types, indicating that some effects might stem from short-term immune responses rather than diet alone. Experts, including Dr. Duane Meller from the British Dietetic Association, have noted that the study did not fully control for caloric intake, which could have affected the outcomes. The short duration of the study raises questions about the permanence of the observed epigenetic changes, prompting caution in interpreting these results. The authors of the study emphasize the need for further research to clarify the relationship between diet, weight loss, and aging, as well as the long-term effects of a vegan diet. Concerns have also been raised regarding potential nutritional deficiencies associated with long-term vegan diets, particularly for older individuals. Thailand's tiger population has seen a remarkable resurgence, growing from just 41 individuals in 2007 to an impressive 143 in 2023. This significant increase is largely credited to effective patrolling, technological advancements, and long-term conservation efforts, particularly within the Hoi Kakayang Wildlife Sanctuary. A study conducted by Thailand's Department of National Parks and the Wildlife Conservation Society highlights this recovery, published in the journal Global Ecology and Conservation. Moreover, these conservation initiatives have also led to a doubling of threatened ungulate species, which serve as primary prey for tigers in the area. Populations of key prey species such as sambar deer and banteng have more than doubled due to restoration efforts, underscoring the interconnectedness of predator and prey dynamics in conservation. Pornkamal Jornbarom, director of WCS Thailand, has emphasized the significance of this area for endangered species and expressed hopes that it could serve as a model for future conservation efforts. In addition, WWF Thailand is working with the Department of National Parks to establish a national DNA database for captive tigers, aimed at combating illegal trade. The recovery of tigers has been bolstered by government initiatives, including the formation of anti-poaching patrol teams in national parks. Effective law enforcement has played a crucial role, with the arrest of poaching gangs marking a turning point in tiger conservation since 2012. However, despite these successes in Thailand, the overall outlook for tigers in Southeast Asia remains troubling, with extinctions occurring in several countries and remaining populations facing significant risks. This positive trend in Thailand was reported by the government to coincide with World Tiger Day on July 29, 2024. Anavex-Life Corporation has made headlines with promising results from its Phase 2b/3 study of blarcamesine, also known as Anavex-273. The findings, presented at the 2024 Alzheimer's Association International Conference, indicate that the drug significantly slowed clinical decline in early Alzheimer's disease. The study revealed a 38.5% reduction in clinical progression for patients receiving 50 milligrams of blarcamesine, and a 34.6% reduction for those on the 30 milligram dosage, both measured at 48 weeks against a placebo on the primary cognitive endpoint, ADAS-Cog13. Furthermore, the key secondary endpoint, CDR-SB, was also significant for both dosages at week 48, aligning with new FDA guidance that supports its use as an alternative primary endpoint in early Alzheimer's treatments. While the functional co-primary endpoint, ADCS-ADL, showed positive trends, it did not achieve statistical significance, which may be attributed to its design being less sensitive for early Alzheimer's patients. However, safety concerns emerged, as 30.7% of participants experienced treatment-related adverse effects that led to discontinuation of the drug. Anavex plans to submit a full regulatory application for blarcamesine in Europe by the end of 2024, contingent on further studies and evidence of efficacy compared to existing treatments. The recent FDA guidance allows for a single cognitive measure to serve as the primary endpoint for early Alzheimer's trials, potentially streamlining the approval process for blarcamesine. Blarcamesine targets the sigma-1 protein, essential for cellular function and communication, which may provide a unique mechanism of action compared to existing therapies. In comparison, Eli Lilly's drug Kisunla demonstrated a 35% reduction in clinical decline, while blarcamesine achieved a 38.5% reduction, suggesting superior efficacy. Following the announcement of these results, Anavex's stock rose by 11.40% to $7.51 in pre-market trading, reflecting positive investor sentiment. However, analysts remain divided on Anavex's market potential, with short interest in the stock exceeding 20% as of mid-July 2023. This has been your Daily Brief in Science. To read more about these stories, follow the links in the episode bio. You can also subscribe to these updates via email at www.brief.news. For more daily podcasts about the topics you love, visit brief.news/podcasts. Tune in tomorrow. We'll be back with everything you need to know.